Hello friends, I am Rob Chapman and welcome to the top 10 effects pedals I have reviewed in the past 18 years. Let's kick it off with number 1. I'm loving this.
Just so you know, when you come to the Andertons website and go, I'm going to buy one of those B9 pedals, please bear in mind this is the hottest selling pedal of the year so far. Yesterday, a box of 40 of these arrived, and I went to go and grab one to do a video about half an hour ago, and there are 6 left. I suspect Mr. Mike Matthews of Electro-Harmonix is going to make enough money out of these to keep himself in Cuban cigars for the rest of his life.
I like
Long
Mike.
may that be.
He's a cool guy. Electro-Harmonix, absolute giants in this industry. I love so many of their pedals. I think it's such a cool brand, a unique, innovative product, and it kind of paved the way for a few other things that took a guitar sound and made it sound like something else. By the way, these are in no order whatsoever, but number 2 is the best pedal ever made in the entire world. And it is... We're here at Andertons, looking at some absolutely insanely awesome pedals, and I just bought one of them.
Yeah. So what's it actually doing?
It's giving an octave above your main note and it's adding some fuzz.
Yeah.
It just gives you that Kenny Wayne Shepherd blue on black tone. Yep, MXR 70th anniversary Jimi Hendrix Octavia. The way that it just crunches and sings and lets the harmonics do this percussive thing. It's so cool, and I really just love this to pieces. Number 3, from a brand you know and love, super practical pedal. Everybody needs one on their pedal board, or at least in their available arsenal.
Which is a relative sort of newbie. I mean, the Boss Blues driver came out in the 90s.
BD2W. If you haven't got one, really go and try one out. They're super amazing. Stick it on the C custom setting. Don't use too much gain, drive the level, add a bit of tone. It's a really, really good drive pedal. Lots of products blow my mind because I'm kind of in the industry of things that are brand new coming to my face. But I have to say, I'd heard tons of hype about this pedal, but it absolutely delivered.
Here's like a lead tone through greenbacks.
You absolutely just believe it's a Vuran, don't you? So, your homeboy got the Ruby. If you don't own a Vox AC30, get this instead. And I love Vox, but really, in many ways, this is just better. Going back quite a long way now, this pedal is just a creamy, smooth, powerful beast. And it had all these intricate harmonics and sounds going on. And really it kind of made it feel like playing the guitar was a bit easier. The boiling point being the sort of plexi styled, slightly modern, super high gain beast. Yeah, man. That's great. That's great. Yes, the boiling point. What an absolutely stunning beast that is. I kind of wish I'd bought one back in the day and don't actually know what RockBox are doing now. Let's move on. No. Hell to the yes.
You're just going straight.
That's
yes?
a great pedal.
Okay.
It's got that it's got that clarity.
Didn't even change anything. Everything on 12, you just liked it.
The mids are nice.
Excellent.
It's clear, it's open, it's expressive.
It's clear.
It's giving me Beyonce on a sunny day. I do prefer that more.
So I'm going to reveal to you then. So the Clockwork Wolf & Co. winner.
Yeah.
And I've got to be honest with you, haters, get ready.
Oh, God.
You did pick the most expensive pedal
really?
of the entire bunch, and you now get to join the ranks of all the good players that like Vuran pedals. And this is the John Shanks tweaked version, I believe, of the Noble's ODR1. It's the
Flamingo.
This one caught me by surprise because I've always championed the more affordable gear. I kind of got a soft spot for the dogs, you know, I like the sort of underground, more affordable stuff. And the Vuran is so unbelievably expensive that I almost felt guilty for my ears for loving it so much. But really, it is that good. Something that I don't own. I've always wanted to get it in one form or another, but never really kind of had, I suppose, the courage to incorporate it into a song. But I really think at some point I need to make an acquisition.
Ricochet is basically a really, really simple pedal to use. Now the ballistics allow you to adjust the speed of which the original note reaches the pitch shifted note, and then again the speed of how fast it returns. So I will turn this right up now, or fairly up, to demonstrate what I mean. So so the first thing is if Rob plays a note.
What an amazing beast. And what I love about this is, if you think about it, it's kind of a replacement for a whammy bar. You can set the speed of the climb and the decline. You can choose where it's going to. There's so many creative things you can do with it. I saw Paul Gilbert using one when he played a small gig at the NAMM show, and really, he made it just sound amazing. Going back super long time ago, I looked like a complete muppet, and I don't know what I was doing with my hair, and I'm sorry, but the pedal that I'm reviewing, it's just ridiculous.
Hey Shred Monkeys, it's Chappers again.
Zvex, they had so many cool things. They had a whole bunch of awesome drive pedals, really crazy mini heads with valves in them, super creative company, and I'd love to know what they're doing now. I'm thinking about making a video at some point about the evolution of my gear use, and I think probably it maps onto many of you guys, because I started with big heads, big cabs, and then I went to small heads or small combos and small pedal boards, and now I'm moving more into the digital realm, kind of fighting it but getting into it. And I think this was one of the beginnings of that happening in the pedal world.
Buffer my muffin.
This is my new wah pedal.
Dunlop have obviously responded to the real kind of craze in reducing the size of your pedal board. but there's a three-way switch inside the pedal that allows me to alter the tone of how the pedal was.
I think for the most part Yngwie is right, but in this instance less is more. I own 2 of these and I love them so much. I swear to God they sound different from the big counterpart. Apparently they don't, but I really think they do. I'll never be without one of these. My lead guitar tone, forever and a day, needs to have reverb, and I love a little bit of delay in there, but I don't want a big pedal board. Thank God this pedal saved me.
Sorry about the weirdness.
What's a shim level?
I hope you brought an appropriate guitar with you for that kind of...
Yeah, so if we...
Here's mine. I've never been without it since I reviewed it. I love it to pieces. I prefer this over the second iteration. I use it on one setting, kind of permanently. It's like perma on. Honestly, the Immerse reverberator is an incredible reverb and delay pedal. Look, I know it's supposed to be a top 10, but we're doing more than 10 and I don't care. You cannot stop me.
Gigantic pedal shootout type thing, where the idea is we're just going to plug, for this section of the video, we're just going to do like 10 seconds on each pedal.
Best one so far.
Yeah,
really good.
Sounds good, that one.
Whatever that is, I really like it. Cool. None of them were as good as this one. Whatever that is.
That's good, is it?
It's really good, and I haven't got a clue what it is, but it's really good.
That's
whatever.
cool. Coffee. You got Hello, Dawn of Prince. Yes, I'd like to order 100 more Red Rocks pedals. Thank you. Goodbye.
I've had it ever since. It's one of the best drive pedals I've ever tried. Doesn't smell of anything, but it sounds incredible. Okay, look, that's the top 10, but don't kill me yet. I have a lot of honourable mentions. One of my biggest vocal and life and music inspirations is the incredible Heavy Devi.
Absolute creative genius, masterpiece,
Yes.
and one of my main vocal inspirations.
Yeah.
Hi, Devon.
He's such a creative guy, and when Mooer bought this out, I was really skeptical, thinking, oh my god, it's a really affordable brand, is it going to do justice? Shouldn't it have been Strymon? But honestly, an amazing unit. I have a question. Is what I'm about to show you a pedal? I honestly don't know whether it's a pedal or an accessory, but it was really good.
Hey, Shred Monkeys, how you doing? It's Rob Chapman here. It made my wah 4 times better and more applicable as a tool for songwriting. And the second you touch or put your foot on this, it activates the wah. The way it works is that this plate is a fairly sensitive sort of weighing apparatus, I believe.
I think the wah pad was really innovative because you could connect it to anything and it was like a momentary switch to fire anything off. I met Zach from Mythos at the NAMM show, and I can't remember the year, but it was a long ass time ago, and he showed me the Mjolnir. I was so blown away that we made this prototype pedal for me. It was like a kind of prototype signature, and this kicked ass. But what kicked more ass was the Titan, which we made from it. What kicked more ass was was the very thing which was based on the Titan. You see how it worked? A chain of consequence. I cannot do honourable mentions without honourably mentioning the best utilitarian pedal in the entire planet. You need two of them, one at the front of your signal, one at the end of your signal, because the majority of the reasons that you like a drive distortion are in the EQ. I've only ever used one boost my entire life. Never had another boost that I'd used, and it's always been the MXR MC401 line booster. It is just incredible. And to make sure that this video isn't a million hours long, I've got two last honourable mentions. Okay, no, three. Number one, the Dane. It's brilliant. It's not in my top 10 because one of my best mates, it's his signature pedal. And the other two are the BadCat. Look at this thing. It's so beautiful. Double drive, which really is kind of like Klon on steroids, maybe two of them. And this, honestly, Atomic Firebox Mark II. It's just awesome. If you want a fly rig, great tones, super practical functionality. Oh, there's just one more thing. The worst pedal I have ever demonstrated is not the worst because of the sound. And I love this brand. But they did give us a ton of shit for saying some bad things about this pedal. And unfortunately, it is...
We're about right here. It looks like my head.
I think we're okay.
You sure?
No, it's all right.
You see this bit here that's not lit up? You see if I kind of do that? Ooh, now it's lit up. And now if I do that again, now it's turned off. Here's the problem. You couldn't use it on a pedal board. It's kind of a bit weird to turn on and off, isn't it?
Well, you have to dip it forward, and then it kind of knows it's on, and then it's on.
Yeah.
The thing that I find irritating is that when you put your foot on it, it kind of skates on the floor.
Yeah,
and you end up kind of just walking around following your wah.
The on-off indicator, which is the red thing,
is under your foot.
Is under your foot.
There's no switch, which means you kind of have to guess
pretty much
where,
it's presumably as it goes
far
over
as you can
go,
and when you go over a certain point, you've got no wah left.
Yeah.
I think it sounds great, but I don't like it because the design is in such a way that I wouldn't trust it live, personally.
Yeah. This is a solution to a problem that doesn't
exist. That's exactly
great.
5 that.
Yeah.
It was a crying shame that the crying tone sounded great, but had awful functionality and wasn't in any way practical. I love Electro-Harmonix. I must own 6 of their pedals, probably, maybe even more. This just wasn't one of the best ones they made. There are so many more pedals I wanted to include. I've got a whole bunch of new guitars for Christmas. I'm super happy with my shirt. Have an amazing day. Please subscribe, like, comment, take it easy. Chapper's out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was there something else you were expecting to see?
Makamoo.
Sume Miku. They
Miku Mouse. Is that who it is?
That was okay. What's she saying now? Let me f you. So if I play one note, you get a word.
Yep.
Play it again, you get a second word.